was not expecting to be on here, but again, I seen a subject that I wanted to talk about, and I just want to talk about marriage a little bit. To be honest, I don't even know why people get married anymore. If they're not in for it, if they're not in it for the long run, I don't know why they bother wasting their time. That's the truth. Marriage is not here today, gone tomorrow. Marriage is a covenant, and marriage is a commitment that is supposed to be forever. Yes. In this wicked world that we live in, it's here today, gone tomorrow. Married today, break up tomorrow. And sometimes the marriage could be fixed if both parties want it to be fixed. But because of the lust and society, family, and everything else, people more likely want to get divorced for stupid stuff. And guess what? Sometimes when people get divorced, they regret it. They regret getting divorced. Ask any divorced person if they could have, would have, should have, would they do it again? Ask them. I want to talk about this video that I saw this morning with this young lady. This young lady is the wife. I'm going to post the video on here when the live get downloaded all the way. I'm going to post the video on here because I think it's like a teaching moment, you know? Things people don't tell you about marriage, guys. That is not a bed of roses. You're not going to always be in the bedroom. You're not going to always be happy with your spouse. And your spouse is your teacher. Let me leave this down. Your spouse is your teacher. I pulled over so I could talk to you guys because this young lady that I saw this morning doing this video, like so many other people, I think, you know, the older generation that have been married for a long time, at the end of the day, they could teach a class on commitments, loyalty, and respect. Okay? They could teach a class, both the male and the female, both the husband and the wife, right? The family need to stay out of it. The friends need to stay out of it. Even the pastor needs to stay out of it. Go talk to God yourself. Because, you know, sometimes a pastor is telling you something based on his experience. Because sometimes they don't go back to the Bible and give you wise counseling. You know, like marriage, like when you married a second spouse, like when you take on a second marriage, some people married 3, 4, 5. Look at Elizabeth Taylor so many times, you know, and it's really ungodly, guys. You know, your first marriage is your real ordained spouse. It's in the Bible, and I don't know. You could just look it up, guys. I don't know the scripture, but it is in the Bible. Okay. This is the thing about it. The young lady was saying that her husband was cheating on her, like so many other. It's Jezebel, because it's a Jezebelic spirit. It's not male or female. It's the spirits. Okay, guys. It's in the book of Kings. You can read that book of Kings about Jezebel, how wicked. She even died like a dog. She died badly, you know. So Jezebel in the Bible was so devious. Her husband wanted somebody else's garden, like somebody else's vineyard. And he was a king, and she said, I think it was Ahab, and she says, oh, why are you depressed? Like, just go take it. Don't worry about it. Tomorrow you'll have it. And they basically kill the person for their own stuff. It's just like jealousy, you know? So I came here this morning. I'm pulling over. I'm going to work and everything. I pulled over just to talk to you guys because I set this live. When you're married, right? First of all, the Satan, he hates marriages and he hates children. Okay? He only loves when you do bad stuff like lust, killing, murder, like everything low vibrational is what Satan loves. You know, and the world right now, the way the world is, People just love this low vibrational energy. People just love fornicating, adultery. They just love it, you know? It's like if I come outside of my building, I could have sex with anybody in this world that I want to have sex with. That's how the world is set up right now. So when you are in a married, once you have on the ring, when the man have on his wedding ring, vice versa, the female, when somebody is approaching you and you say you married or they see the ring back in the days, they'll just, okay, I respect that. Now, people don't respect marriage. You know what they do? When they see the ring, it's like a temptation. It's like if they saying, oh, okay, he has on a ring, she has on a ring. Oh, I'm gonna take him or her from her spouse. That's what they plan. That's the plan of Jezebelic spirit, you know? So they want to intervene and get in between you and your spouse and to destroy the marriage. That's what they want. That's the number one goal of a witch, of a Jezebel. That's a number one goal. Okay? They don't respect marriage. They don't respect family. They want to tear it apart. They want to be desirable. They want to do everything. That's the fantasy. And that's the illusion. They want to do everything that they think the wife is not doing or the husband is not doing, which is a lie. The affair partner is just an escape because they don't get all the washing, the cooking, the bills. They don't get that. They only get the trips, you know, the sex, fantasy. You get to talk to that person. You don't get the arguments because there's no commitment there. You know, and the world will tell you, yeah, you know, it's okay to cheat on your on the side. It's okay to have your little cake on the side, your little appetizer. It's okay. You know, that's what the world will tell you. But it's a sin, guys. When you do adultery, it wrecks your whole life. It's the start of death. Death to your life. Death to your finance. Death to your health. You start getting sick. Everything start going down for you. You know, you might feel up one day, but once you start committing that adultery, Satan just comes in and first of all, he gives you everything that you want. And then he's going to start ripping your life apart. You're ripping your family apart, breaking your family up, you know what I mean? Because most of the time when the other spouse find out, they don't go to the knee, they don't pray, they don't try to get counseling and find out. The first thing is divorce. You know, because that D word, that divorce word, these days is just like a threat. They use it as a threat to the marriage, you know? And it shouldn't even be like that. Oh, this whole prenup and all of this stuff is crazy. You know, I don't think people are doing marriage the right way these days. They're doing marriage just like, oh, I see this person. Oh, this person looks good to the eyes, feel good to the sexual organs. So yeah, great sex, everything. She looks good. He looks good. I'm going to marry this person. There was no wise counseling from people that have been married a long time. There was not no counseling with the pastors, counseling with God. There was nothing like that. It's just a feeling. They get married. They didn't ask questions about finance, questions about, do you want children? Do you want to travel? What's your like? What you don't like? Are we going to live here for a long time? Where are we going to live? So many questions to ask when it comes to marriage, you know? Marriage is nuts for the weak. If you're doing it long term. If you doing married as a thing where if something happened, I'm out. You know? If you're doing married like that, you're going to be married into a lot of people. So why bother getting married? You got to really think before you get married. I think there should be classes, you know, before you just give the marriage certificate. It really needs to be, because these days, like 50-60% of all marriages fail. The second marriages is even worse. So why bother? You know, you really got to know it's just more than love, guys. There's a lot of people that love each other that are not together. But I want to talk about this young lady that brought me here. She is married. She's about maybe 30 years old, right? Her husband, just like so many other people, started cheating, right? And the cheating went on. The first time she saw her husband, because she said she wasn't checking on her husband, because when you're in a marriage, you don't got time to be checking husband phone, going through all of this. No, you guys are working, life is really happening. You got to take care of the kids. You got to do this. You taking care of your business. So many things going on. You're not checking somebody's phone. So she said her husband was like a carpenter or something. So one day she checked his location, and I hate that. I do not want nobody having my location. I'm not a child. I'm not doing that. I'm not sharing my location with anybody. I'm not a child, and I'm not in prison. Okay? If you don't have trust in marriage, you don't have anything at all. So she went to the place that her husband was working. I'm going to post the video on here. And her husband was there with a female. She thought it was odd, something didn't look right, but she didn't follow her intuition. And normally, sometimes, guys, when the person is saying that they're not with this other person, it's normally that's the person that they're dealing with. Anyway, they both lied in the wife's face. Oh no, he's just fixing her floor. I don't think she went inside to see the work or nothing. He was working all right. He was working on her floors. Okay. So a year after, she said, this husband of hers they had like texts, they had texts everywhere. They was dealing. He brought her stuff, everything. So anyway, finally, she was tired of it. So she did some kind of like, she set her husband up. She put a phone in one room. I don't know how she did it. I'm going to post the video like I said. But she met up. She called the side chick, and she met up with the side chick, right? She met with the side chick. She spoke to this lady for 4 hours. Now, I want to say why. Why are you going to speak to this side chick for 4 hours? Why are you going to speak to her? You don't have no business with her. Why would you give this lady gratification? If you with the husband that you committed with him. Why are you with the side chick? Don't you know that the side chick, that's her whole goal? First of all, the side chick was married. That's another thing. There's a lot of married people cheating with other married people. First of all, that breaks the law. That breaks the covenant. That breaks the law of God. Everything. Marriage is a serious thing. You know what I'm saying? It's serious, serious, serious. You should not be committing adultery, especially when you're married with another married couple. That is so foul. You're breaking the family, guys. You're breaking your bonds. Financial cheating, physical cheating, emotional cheating, psychological cheating, and cheating is domestic violence. Is in the domestic violence category now, guys. So anyway, she met with the girl for 4 hours, and the girl told her when they met at the girl wanted her to come to her house to meet her. Never do that. Never go to nobody's house checking up. Oh, my husband is cheating. Don't go to nobody's house. If somebody come to my house, hot water up on the stove, me say, okay? Do not come to, don't go to people's house, because now you trespassing. That lady or that guy is trespassing in your marriage, and now you're gonna trespass on her territory, on her doorsteps. So anyway, what happened was, she said, no, we're not gonna meet at your house. We're gonna meet at a public place. She went to a restaurant to meet up with a side chick, right? They stayed there for 4 hours to talk. When she got there, the side chick, she's clever, of course, because she's always planning. That's the Jezebelic, Gen Z Jezebel mindset. You think she's going to tell you the truth? No, she's not. She don't even, how's she going to tell the truth? She lying to her husband. She lying to her kids. She lying to her family. She lying to herself. How's she going to tell you the truth? She lied to you already in front of your face with her and her husband. Why would you think this lady would tell you the truth? Why on earth? Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Why would you want to meet with the side chick? Why? I don't understand why a so-called queen would want to meet with a side chick. Why? You know what I'm saying? No, they both have secrets about you. Laughing and joking about you. This side chick even knew the wife like nickname. Why? Because the husband is doing pillow talk with her. Okay, that's what he's doing. He's telling all her secret. That in itself is a betrayal. It is a betrayal. You can't, the side chick, she can't trust him because he's telling his wife a whole nother story. He's telling his side chick that he's not sleeping with his wife. and that's a lie. The side chick knew that they went on vacation for their anniversary. He told the side chick that he did not want to go on vacation. That's a lie. He was quite happy on his vacation. The wife, because they was talking, you know, the wife shared a story about how happy they were. The wife shared the pictures of the anniversary, like she was trying to prove something to the side chick. Like, women are always trying to compete with each other. Why? Over one bum that is a liar, that don't know how to tell the truth. My thing is, in 2025, why bother cheating? Why bother getting married? If that's not what you want, don't get married. A lot of men say they can't, they have to take the temptation. They can't commit to one woman. So why are you married in a monogamous relationship? Why not be polygamous? I don't understand. This is 2025. There's a lot of down low men, you know, I seen even another story where a lady was married and finally her husband couldn't take it no more. He told her that he's gay. She had no clue. These are the things we have to worry about these days. It's like, you gotta, even if you do a full background check, you're never gonna know until you start living with this person. Then you're gonna see the flaws. But you gotta pay attention inside of your marriage. You gotta pay attention to the actions, you know, to the pattern. The patterns do not lie. Patterns do not lie, you know. listen. At the end of the day, in the position of the down low brother, sometimes you got to do that finger test. You know what I mean? And you got to watch how he interact with other men, because a lot of these men have fantasies. A lot of these men are not truthful. And the scary thing about it is that there is AIDS, HIV. Syphilis is on the rise. There's so much things going on in these marriages. These men, I don't know what's wrong with them. What is wrong with you guys? These men are coming into these women's lives. She has kids already. He's so happy to be a stepfather, and he's molesting these children because she's so blinded in love. Like, first of all, you got to love yourself. You got to pay attention to the signs. It's wicked, wicked, wicked. This world is really, really wicked, guys. You got to really pay attention. You know, don't just be so quick to run into marriage, you know, because marriage is not something you run into. Don't you know your marriage is going to be your greatest teacher? Your spouse is going to be your greatest teacher. I cannot tell you guys enough. Marriage, I learned a lot, so much. I've been married for 25 years. I even had the separation. But God is restoring us now that we could at least be amicable to speak to each other and have a decent relationship, you know? Because restoration comes from forgiveness. Because when you have kids, you can't just be enemies for life, right? You got to be mature about it. I just wanted you guys to know that I'm coming from that space, so I understand. But I'm never ever going to talk to no side chick. It's not my business to know, because she wants my life, or he wants his life. You understand what I'm saying? So this person is never going to tell you the truth. But when he goes over to that side of town, he sees that the grass was not greener, right? So now he want to spin the block. Or are you going to let him spin the block? You understand what I'm saying? This is your choice. This is your choice. And you can't make your friends, your family be in your marriage. You got to know what you want. You got to go take it to God. Let God tell you if this marriage is going to be restored. Let God tell you, because the devil talks to you too. Okay? So much things, guys. So this lady, the side chick told her to not record any conversation, so put the phone on the side. In the meantime, in between time, the side chick recorded the whole conversation. This gentleman, this husband of hers, he had a little side name for the side chick. The side chick showed her all the message. I mean, when I say she went in on asking the side chick so many questions about her husband, okay? Her husband. And then when she confronted her husband, I felt like, I'm going to post the video. I felt like when she confronted her husband, first of all, she should have never ever met up with the side chick. No. That is a strange woman that want to come into your life, and she was put there as a distraction. If you guys are looking at it from a spiritual eyes, she was put there for a distraction. Another woman husband, or another woman's man is never gonna be your husband. That's not how it works, guys. That is not a blessed situation. That situation is on sand, not no solid foundation. No, no, no. But in the case of the Muslims, right? If because so many people lie these days, right? All these men is like they just lying, you know? Speak the truth. Speak the truth. Lies are witchcraft. Cheating is witchcraft. It's witchcraft, guys. Manipulation is witchcraft. You know what I mean? This is the thing about it. If you know if you want a polygamous relationship, then state that. State your facts. If you know you are on the DL, state your facts so people could have a choice. It's 2025. We are all adults. Why lie? Why? When you do that, you are breaking up the family. You are breaking up the children. Her family, his family is broken. The friends, because now some of the friends can't trust you. Some will still. The friends that trust you is the ones that they understand the program. They with the program. So those friends would stay. But the ones that's like committed to their relationship, the ones that is not for that line stuff, they're not going to want to stay in that relationship. So that's what I'm saying. It's not only your wife that is broken, the children. And then when you do that, your children is watching, right? So then when they get married, it's a pattern that they saw in the household. So then for their relationship, if they're not strong spiritually, they're also going to have that generational curse, because in the house environment, that was normal. And some of these men are so brave, they bring the kids to the sidekick's house. Got the sidekick feeding your kids food. I don't think these men understand how dangerous that is, because every smile is not pleasant. Every smile is not genuine. All right? Some woman out here got wicked intention. Oh, by the way, the sidekick, whether it's a man or a woman, they sometimes use manipulation like witchcraft in the food, secretion from their bodies. When you leave that condom in the house, if you even use a condom, she puts the condoms in your food and all kind of stuff. It's wicked out here. It's very, very wicked, I'm telling you. So you got to be careful. You got to be real careful. They pray against your home life. They pray against your wife. They do all kind of wicked things, you know. So you guys got to be men. Rethink what you're doing. If you're in a marriage and you're not happy, state that to your partner. It's okay. I think a woman or a man is going to respect you more when you speak your truth. At least now, it could have some respect in that union, and you both could walk away and still have an amicable relationship, because it's okay. You grew out of love or whatever it is. I don't even believe in growing out of love, because once you love somebody, you might not love them in that like way anymore, like attraction to them, but you're still gonna have love for them. So I don't understand this falling out of love stuff, you know. The commitment is supposed to be forever. The commitment is supposed to be forever. So what happened, let me just get on to the story. So what happened was, she was so angry after beating with the side chick that when her husband came home, she said her family was in the house, so she didn't want to have a blow up. But she couldn't take it no more, because her husband, apparently the side chick told her husband the recording. She recorded the conversation. And the side chick told the husband everything. So when he came in the house and the wife was quiet, that's another thing, wife. Be silent, pray. Kill him with kindness. Stop, you know. So anyway, because she was so silent, he was going crazy in the house. So what she did, because he kept on coming in, and you know, she couldn't take him no more because she felt aggravated with him being there. She started, like, just because the side chick met up with her, right? And she heard, your gates. She heard in her spirit what the side chick was telling her, and she got angry at her husband, right? And she started taking everything out. You see how somebody, that's what they call the serpent came in her household. The serpent came in her household because she opened her gates to the serpent, right? And so what happened is, she started taking out his clothes out of the closet, throwing it down, telling him to get out and everything. And now they're getting a divorce. And now the side chick is happy. because that's what she wanted. The side chick was also married too. She left her husband. Men are more harder to leave their wives. You know, she left her husband. She left her marriage, but he didn't leave his wife, and that was the promise, right? But now the side chick set up the wife, and the wife didn't even know she was getting set up because she wasn't rooted and grounded. Rooted and grounded. She was not rooted and grounded, so she took the baits. She took the serpent's baits and destroyed her marriage. Okay? Yeah, I know people are going to say, yeah, he destroyed it by stepping out. He was weak to temptation and got tricked too. You know what I mean? But there was nobody praying. There's nobody going to their knees talking to God to change the situation around. If you're a believer, if you're from the world, you're going to say, oh, what I'm going to pray for, I'm just going to get a divorce. You know what, guys? When you get a divorce, you still feel torn. The ripping apart of the flesh, you know, because Genesis 2:22, you know, you're the rib. You're his rib. The ripping apart of the flesh, that one flesh, is a real thing. Y'all could drop it down here in the comment if you want to. When you're married, you feel the ripping apart of the flesh when you guys separate. That's why it's such a long process, the divorce. You hear people say, oh, I've been divorced, I don't know, 4 years, 6 years, and they still feel the ripping apart of the flesh, you know, of the two becoming one. Unwinding, you know, it's a real thing. If you guys are divorced or going through a divorce or are separated and you feel the ripping apart that I'm talking about, talk to me in the comment section so I know I'm not going crazy. I'm going to drive while I talk to you. I'm going to almost finish this live, but I'm going to drive while I'm talking to you guys because I'm going to go get my car washed. I hope this video helps somebody. I know you guys, everybody may not agree. What is this guy doing here? Let me blow him because I don't want him to hit my car today. Yes, ma'am. Move. Okay. So the ripping apart of the flesh is real. And just because you get divorced don't mean, this is why I said it's a decision that you really have to make a wise decision, you know? Because just because you're divorced don't mean, you're angry, you're mad, but just because you're divorced don't mean you're not going to love your husband or your wife. It's a lie, you know? And then when the side chick gets the husband, if he ever marries her, because she left her husband, you know? You don't think that man is going to think about that? How loyal is she? You know what I mean? Because although the sex might be nice and everything, the fantasy, what happened is when the spouse, let me roll up the window if you guys can hear me better. What happened is when the spouse leaves, the fantasy is done. Because that's the whole thing. They were able to go to the fantasies home and, you know, have a little escape. But now when the wife leaves or the husband leaves, they got reality with that person. They're not going to want to go over there and go through that. It's not going to be fun anymore. That's the whole fun. The whole fun is cheating around. They love that. If I lose you guys, I don't know. I hope I don't lose you guys. But I just wanted to drive the point home about all this fornication and adultery going on in this society. People need to stop getting married because marriage is not for the weak. And marriage is not something that's here today, going tomorrow. It's a commitment. And another thing, a lot of times, guys, oh, I did a video yesterday. You guys can go watch it. It's are you following your married vows? That's the video on my page. Are you following your married vows? Because what happened is when in sickness and in health, it's easy to be there for somebody when the health is okay. But when the sickness come, a lot of people, they leave the relationship, you know? A lot of people can't deal with that. They don't want to be taking care of somebody else. They don't want that responsibility. When a woman have postpartum depression, her husband decides, oh, this is too much for me. She's depressed. This lady just went through a whole battle with her inside. Her body was turned upside down for 9 months, and now she's depressed. For him, you know what I'm saying? And now she's depressed, and he can't take it. Go figure. He can't take it. You know? And this Now, it's supposed to be a precious gift that this lady gave this man. It's a gift from you guys, but I'm just saying her body was torn, you know? And with her giving him that gift, he repays her with cheating. He repays her with cheating. And I don't think the other person involved in the relationship, forget about the pig of a husband or a wife that decides to step out. Some sidekicks, and I'm talking to either gender, I don't care. They don't know about the spouse. But today in 2025, when you have, you can go on Google and do research. I think that's what you guys need to do. Research before you get involved with people. And if you can't go to his house, and even sometime when you his house, when you go to his house, when he's brave enough or she's brazen enough to bring you to the marital home, that is a disrespectful. Anyway, guys. Oh, you're back. Where were you? Shit, man, I'm gonna come to you probably Friday.
Okay.
Yeah.
See.
Anyway, what's going on with this thing here? Guys, I'm at the car wash. I'm gonna finish this live, but thank you guys for watching. That's my take on the whole thing. If you're married, don't let nobody come into your marital life. Work it out with you, your husband, and God. That's the Trinity, okay? Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Okay? The Trinity of your marriage is between God, the husband, the wife. Period. Not the outside world. I gotta go. Sorry that this happened. But yeah, I hope you guys got something from this. I'll be talking about marriage for a little bit on here. Because marriage is not not a fantasy land. Like, it's not for the weak. You're gonna get suffering in your marriage. You're gonna laugh, you're gonna cry, and you're gonna learn. Okay? All right? It's a learning experience. Your husband and your spouse, your wife, your kids is gonna teach you a lot about yourself. All right? I hope you take the lessons, learn from it, heal from it. It's a ministry. Marriage is a ministry. All right? All right, guys. Adios.